you. This is episode 24. Can you believe it? What a week. And I have to tell you right now, I don't know what is going on. It's Nina, it's the things going on in the world. Perhaps it's my new job that I'm so relieved has actually started, and they didn't suddenly say like, wait a minute, this was a mistake. But I am a weepy mess. I can't even deal, right? So this week, there we go. Between RBG, which I believe the news dropped like immediately after the show last week, which was a kind of a punch in the gut, and then we've got all these things going on with Breonna Taylor, and the whole let's just cancel the ballots and do a continuation thing, right? I mean, I guess the good news here is that I've spent so many weeks talking about escaping and wanting to not be here or imagine I'm somewhere else. And I don't know if it's fall, I don't know if it's a new job, I don't know if it's just the incredible things happening, that I'm feeling much more energized and sort of powerful and want to do things, right? I don't want to hide anymore. So, with that in mind, it seemed only natural that the artist we would talk about a little bit today would be Nina Simone, because she is the queen. Well, technically, the high priestess of soul. I know that most of you watching do already know quite a bit about her, but I'll tell you a little bit more in a few minutes. Let me just talk about that song that I opened with. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. It actually started as an instrumental, by pianist Billy Taylor, and eventually some words were added by a guy named Dick Dallas. It was a pseudonym, yes, Dick Dallas. But if you're gonna pick a pseudonym, I mean, all right. But his real name was Richard Carroll Lamb. So that is how this song came to be. And then, like many songs, once Nina gets a hold of it, it's like a whole new animal, right? And it became a very significant part of the civil rights movement. And, spoiler alert, I will say when you get to Nina, if you do your own research, you will find in almost every article some little blurb about, like, what a shame that she's still so relevant. Because she still is, right? So anyway, let's do some music. I wanted to do an episode that would make RBG proud. We're not going to do opera. Nothing against opera. But I just didn't feel like that's something that I could make work in this particular setting in my special corner here. So I'm going to do a couple of my songs that I feel are appropriate for queens everywhere. Queens with a Q or queens with a K. This goes out to you, whether you are a famous queen or somebody who's just doing it and sticking with it and not giving up. And, taking no, what from nobody. Well, this is for you. First one is a song, one of my oldest songs. So, it seems like I have somehow managed to get here without a pick. So, I'm going to leave you for 1 second while I go find a guitar pick, because, dear God, I can't believe that just happened. How unprofessional. Oh my God, I only have about 200. But lucky for you, how great for you to be watching the live version. So you'll get these fantastic bloopers, right? Picks? Let's go. This first one, as I was saying, is this old chestnut, Have You Ever? It's really about hanging in there, right? And sort of trying not to take the struggle for granted, because maybe you might miss it once you finally get where you want to go. I'm going to try to work in the foot percussion. We'll see how it goes. And at last, here we are. This is Have You Ever? make believe you're new already. Thank you guys. That is Have You Ever. I'm so happy to see everybody. Hey Taylor, I'm so excited to join us. Next up, this is another one of my songs. Actually, it's very interesting that you're here, Taylor, because this was written about somebody that you know. Ooh, scandal. So this is a song about realizing that you can live without someone, even though they might try to convince you otherwise. And sometimes it takes a while to figure it out, right? And someday I'll forget about you. And I'm not powerless without you. And I swear that I don't care as long as you're not there. As long as you're not there. As long as you're not there. Oh, Taylor's looking for details. I'll just say that if you happen to work at the Olive Garden in Times Square at the same time as me and this person, then you would definitely know who it was, because it was quite the drama. Alright, so, moving on. Time for Nina. I'm so excited. Alright, so I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but here are some particularly interesting facts about Nina. of all, the song I'm going to perform, she did write, but it actually was a Bessie Smith song, and she very much looked up to Bessie Smith, as many of us here do. So it was a Bessie Smith song, but she changed the words. So this technically is one of her songs that she wrote. And if you're wondering, Lee, how come when you did that series of feisty female singer-songwriters, you didn't cover Nina Simone? And that's because, to me, she is more of a song stylist and interpreter and an unbelievable, yes, Nina Simone, and an unbelievable musician. And the songs, many of the songs she wrote are so distinctly hers and speak of a struggle that, to be honest, I just don't think I have a right to sing. Nobody's trying to hear me sing Mississippi Goddamn. But if you've never heard Nina sing it, you better run and go check it out, right? But this is a song I can really identify with. But before I sing the song, I'll just say a few words. I could never possibly tell you all the accolades and wonderful things about Miss Nina Simone. She's one of my most favorite artists in the whole world. She is definitely considered one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. I mean, just Feeling Good is an example of a song that she didn't write, but once she took it, it became hers, right? If you have been watching Lovecraft Country, you will hear, I believe it's Jennifer Hudson doing a version of Sinnerman, which, no offense to Jennifer Hudson, like, it's pretty good, but Nina, I mean, come on, right? If you didn't know, Mississippi Goddamn, she says, really hurt her career. Exactly. She spent a lot of time in France, actually, a big fan of France. But anyway, she wrote that song and started performing it in response to the death of Medgar Evers and the church bombing in 1963 in Montgomery. She was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What? That makes me very happy. In 2018. And Elton John named one of his pianos after her, which is only right, because part of the reason she's so incredible at arranging and interpreting songs is that her musicianship is crazy, right? And as a pianist, which is how she started playing in a club in Atlantic City, and they basically made her sing, because they said she would, that got her up to like $90 a week if she would sing as well. She performed, Nina Simone was definitely a pseudonym. She was hiding because she didn't want people to know. Her original name was Eunice Kathleen Wayman. She didn't want her family and people to know she was performing the devil's music, you know, that classic story. But her piano playing, if you listen to like Little Girl Blue, she does this Bach style counterpoint. She is very influenced by 19th century romantic repertoire, right? So to the great Nina Simone, RBG, I hope you appreciate this, even though it's not opera. I'm going to take a crack at Pour Little Sugar in My Bowl, because this may not be a protest song, but one thing any queen needs to know how to do is ask for what she wants, right? So I'll leave the rest of the interpretation up to you. right, folks, that is the show. That was my best stab at pour a little sugar in my bowl. I'm so happy to see you guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit sweaty. It's very humid, but I'm so glad you're here. I love you all. Keep fighting. Here's to all the queens. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.